Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of great Millstone who teach and rule well. And Shalom to the sincere Akim spreads truth and sincerity. Shalom. This video is going to be video that's going to be set up through the Spirit. The only thing that I have is like one or two scriptures, and what inspired me to make this lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi is basically an Instagram post from one of the brothers on Instagram, and it said, "The longer you entertain what's not from the Most High, the longer you postpone what is." And I read this while I was training, and I went into the word entertain. And if you look that up in the online etymology dictionary, it says to keep up, maintain, to keep someone in a certain frame of mind, hold together, stick together, support. It also goes into have a guest, to allow something to consideration, take into the mind, options, notions. So through the Spirit, I was meditating upon these things, and if you read the first verse, it says, "The longer you entertain what's not from the Most High," certain thoughts, that come in your mind, that are not from the Most High. So what are they? They're not from the Most High, so that means that they're from Satan. So the longer you entertain yourself with certain thoughts that come from Satan, who is the tempter, trying to put all kind of certain mind frames in our head, put certain thoughts there of doubt, fear, and anxiety, all to test our faith, and to see whether we're willing to continue in this truth, whether we're gonna be strong enough to endure whatever afflictions come in our life, trying to sift us basically, which Satan is allowed to do, because the Most High allows him, to go to a certain length, with certain brothers, but as long as you entertain what's not from the Most High, the longer you postpone what is. So as long as you keep yourself busy with the thoughts that Satan put in your mind, the longer it's gonna take for you to really receive those things, that you're working on and that you want to receive from the Most High. And for instance, myself, I ask the Most High on a daily basis to take away my fear, my anxiety, to take away my doubts, put more faith and trust in me. But while doing these things, the Most High, He's gonna allow Satan to test me upon those things. He's going to allow Satan to put the thoughts in my mind of the fear, of the anxiety, of the doubts. One of the examples that I have recently is I made a video, on my way to work, and I hit a traffic jam, and the Spirit hit me like, "Hey, the Most High is beautiful, man." I don't know what the whole reason was for the Most High to put the traffic jam, in front of me, but what I did know is like, hey, this is a perfect timing for me to make a video through the Spirit, which I did. But then Satan came in my mind and put doubt there, like, is the video good enough? Did you really target every aspect that you need to be, targeting for it not to be too confusing? Did you do all those things? And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the video again. I'm gonna make it again. I'm gonna do it again when I get off the job. Then I tried to do it again. And you know what happened? It just didn't come out. It just didn't come out like that, because every time I make a video, before I'm gonna make the video, I ask the Most High to put the Spirit upon me, and to put His words in my mouth and to be spoken, and to let it not be my own words. So what I did after the video recording failed, I was like, you know what? Let me watch the video that I already made. You know, when I was on my way to work. So I did, and was like, Satan, man, he put the doubt there. You know, he put the doubt there for me to doubt, you know, whether the video was good enough, whether it was edifying. You know, and I spoke with the brother about it yesterday as well, and I told him the situation. And he said, like, yeah, man, that's something that you're dealing with, you know, the doubts, you know, and the fear, the anxieties that you have, you know. So through the Spirit today, I received, you know, this Instagram post, and I was meditating about it, and I was like, yeah, man, the longer you entertain what's not from the Most High, the longer you give in to those thoughts of anxiety, you know, fear, doubts, you know, because they are not from the Most High, they're from Satan. You know, the longer you postpone what is. So if you want to have those fears, those fear, anxiety, and doubt, when you want to have those, you know, to be taken away, you should stop entertaining those thoughts that come from Satan. Be like, whatever, Satan. You know, I know that the Most High said, for instance, in the book of Joshua, you know, when we're going to be faced with certain situations, that the Most High, he told our people, you know, not to be afraid, neither doubt. This is Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. Have not I commanded thee, be strong and of a good courage? Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord Yahawah thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest. So this is an example of, you know, what the Most High told our people. You know, like, don't be afraid, be strong, be of a good courage, you know. But what does Satan want to do? He wants to make you afraid. You're going to be put in a situation, you know, Esau's going to be all around you, you know, you're going to be afraid. You're like, what's going to happen, you know? But doesn't the scriptures tell us, like, you know, be of a good courage, be strong, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed? And the word dismayed, if you look it up, you know, it eventually goes down to diminishing your faith, you know, because faith goes into, you know, desiring that you really have whatever you want to happen, that it actually happens. But let me look it up for the perfect explanation. So this is the word faith in the Farlex dictionary. It says, second point, confident or unquestioning belief in the truth, value, or trustworthiness of a person, idea, or thing. You see, so it's an unquestioning belief that something that you desire to happen shall eventually happen. The example that I gave with Esau surrounding you, what you know, really desire and what you believe in is that the Most High is going to deliver you from that. You know, what's Satan going to do? He's going to put in your mind that the Most High is not going to help you. This is going to be your end. You know, the Most High is not dealing with you. You know, another example that I had was quite recently with a dream that I had of insane spiritual power. The moment I had the power, you know, I praised the Most High. I said, Kalal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. But then, in the dream, I was noticing the type of powers that I had. Being able to levitate objects, being able to spin them with just, you know, moving my finger. You know, being able with the thoughts of my mind to bring objects together. And I was like, man, these magicians, these illusionists, they receive those same powers, you know, but they get it from the left-hand side. They receive it from Satan and his demons. So Satan came in mind, like, are you sure? Are you sure that these powers that you received, are you sure that they're from the Most High? You know, did not I give you these things? And that's Satan. That was Satan in my mind, putting those thoughts there, trying to cause doubt, you know. But once you stop entertaining, you know, consider these things that are not from the Most High, but from Satan, you know, the longer you postpone, basically you, let me look up the word postpone to explain it good, because I know what it means, but to really explain it is put off, So as long as you're gonna give in to these thoughts, the longer it's gonna take for you to have the faith that you want, to have the courage that you want, to have the trust that you want in the Most High. As long as you're gonna give in to the thoughts that Satan puts in your mind, amen. The longer it's gonna take for you to receive the faith, trust, confidence, the strength, the courage, being brave, it's gonna take longer for you to receive these things. Why? Because you give in to Satan, which Satan is trying to cause that anxiety, fear, the doubt, to put off says the place in a specified location. Basically it means, you're gonna okay, I need to postpone. Yeah, it says to cause or arrange for an event to take place at a later than the time at which it was originally supposed to happen. You see, so it's gonna take longer for you to receive the things that you ask the Most High for. Let me go to Mark. Rawchaa, this lesson is edifying. Giving a couple examples myself. Really wasn't prepared to make a video like this, to be honest. Still wanted to go into something else. Rawchaa, still gonna make that same video after this one. This is Mark chapter 11 verse 24. Let me start at verse 22. And Yahawashi answering said unto them, have faith in the Most High. Which, if I'm gonna go into the word faith again, in the Folex dictionary, it goes into being confident or having an unquestioning belief in the truth. Which is also something that we have, which is the truth. Refers to, the correct understanding that we have through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the scriptures. Scripture also talk about how that word is truth. The value or trustworthiness of a person. You see, which in this case, that refers to the Most High, whose name is Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So being confident, to have the trust or an unquestioning belief in those things that the Most High laid up in the scriptures that He will do for us. And Yahawashi answering said unto them, have faith in the Most High. Believe that the Most High is going to bring those things to pass. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. You see, so here again, the doubt is also being mentioned, which Satan is the one that's giving us the doubt. He is putting the doubt within us by giving us, by telling us certain things in our mind, which we need to rebuke, because as long, just like the post of the brother said, the longer you entertain what's not from the Most High, so the longer you consider these things that are from Satan, you put them in your mind, which is casting doubt, which is, basically separating you between your power. Because if you don't believe, as it says in Hebrews 11, verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So if you don't have the faith, you're separating yourself between what the Most High is able to do, for you. So you're creating a separation between you and the Most High, because as long as you have the faith, the unquestioning belief, that those things that you want to happen, the Most High is gonna do for you, He will do it for you. But if you don't have that faith, if you have that doubt, then the Most High is not gonna do these things for you, man. Because if we go back to Mark chapter 11, verse 23, it says, for verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. So if you really believe with confidence and trust in the Most High, that you say these things that you're going to receive through the Most High, you're going to have these things. Verse 24, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. And another example that I want to go into is, before I came into the camp, I was already around the brothers, and I was reading for them, and they spoke about how my reading need to be improved. I asked the Most High for my reading to be improved, and of course my reading, the way that I read, can be improved even more. But the Most High, He made sure that I made progress within the skills of reading, for the teacher, you see. But I prayed for these things, and I believed that I would receive them. These same things you need to apply, in the time that's ahead of us. You want to pray for certain things right now? Believe that you're going to have them. You want to pray for the protection in the time to come? Pray and believe that you're going to have them. Pray for the spiritual power? Believe that you're going to have them. You see? The faith that we have in the Most High is very important. True Yahawashi. Because whatsoever we shall ask in His name, that shall the Most High do. You see? That's very important to remember. You see? So this is 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So it's not the Most High that, that gives us that fear, the anxiety, the doubt. Because the Most High has given us the spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind, to be, in a correct state of mind. To be sober-minded as well. So these things that are contrary to what the Most High is trying to give us, that's from Satan. And we should really stop entertaining those thoughts, put them aside, and overcome them. Because if we don't, then we cannot receive these things that we need to increase, that are going to make us stronger in the time to come. Because we're going to need to have that faith. The doubt needs to be taken away. The fear needs to be gone. We need to have full confidence and assurance that the Most High is going to do these things which he promised us in the scriptures, man. Because without these things, without faith, where there is no faith, man, there's no hope, there's no vision, the people perish. You see? And the earth is going to be in such a state, that, as it says The second Esdras, the 5th chapter. This is second Esdras chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. You see, so the Most High, is going to make sure that a lot of people are going to die in the time of Jacob's trouble. The way of truth shall be hidden because the Most High is going to take away service the prophets from the streets. He's going to take them away from the internet, you see. And the way that society is going to be in the future is going to be without faith. The people are not going to have something that, they long for, that they desire for, because they don't see any changes happening in a positive manner concerning how the earth's gonna look like in the time to come. But we know through the spirit and power of Bahasham Yahawashi, who gave us the spirit of understanding to understand the scriptures, we understand that the time period of Jacob's trouble, is going to be followed. How do you say that? What's going to follow after that, is a time of eternal peace for the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But also those who are scattered among the heathen nations that might look like the heathen nations, but his lineage does go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob according to their father's seed line, you see. So we need to go through the time of Jacob's trouble to receive these things that are laid up for us. You see, it's not going to come easy. It's not going to come easy because in order for us to receive these things, we need to continue. We need to persevere. We need to overcome every obstacle that we're going to be faced with. Satan's going to come in our mind, trying to put doubt, fear, and anxiety there. He's trying to make us, doubt whether the Most High is going to live up to his promise. But we should stop entertaining those thoughts. We should stop entertaining those thoughts, and we should consider what the Most High, is trying to give us if we overcome these things. You see. So let me see. The Spirit hits me with the look up the word doubt. See what scriptures come up. Yeah, man. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 29. And seek not what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, neither be of doubtful mind. And we're slowly but surely getting into a period of time in which there's going to be a famine upon the earth. We're hearing about how the shelves in the grocery stores are not going to be replenished due to certain supply chain difficulties, and for some people that might cause fear and anxiety, but the most I hear he says, and seek not what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, neither be of doubtful mind. So don't worry about these things, and don't let Satan come in your mind casting doubt that the Most High is not going to take care of you. There are a couple examples that the Most High fed the prophets, in certain ways. He's able to do these things for us as well, because the Most High, nothing is impossible for him. Otherwise, he would not be the Most High. Verse 30, for all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. So the Most High, he knows that we need to have clothing upon our body. He knows that we need to have the food in our belly. He knows that we need these things in order for us to survive. He knows those things, and he's going to supply them for us as well. But rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added unto you. You see, so as long as we're trying to work towards the kingdom of heaven, trying to do work for Bahasham Yahawashi, all these things that we're gonna need, we're gonna receive. Today I was watching The Lion King, And one of the phrases that they put in the movie is Hakuna Matata, and basically means don't worry, you know, which is very funny because, you know, the Most High puts out certain vibrations here and there throughout the days, of course, you know, to really show you, like, don't worry about these things, man. Don't worry, you know, don't let Satan come in your mind, putting doubt, fear, and anxiety there. Overcome these things, and the reward that you're going to receive by overcoming these things is going to be beautiful, man. Because what is more beautiful than receiving the spiritual, than receiving these spiritual gifts, you know, such as faith, having the confidence, the courage, you know, to overcome the obstacles that we're going to be faced with. The Most High is the supplier of these things, you know. He's going to build you up. He's going to make you stronger in the spirit. Those are beautiful things, man. Satan is trying to keep you small, you know. But hey, through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, we can overcome all things, man. So if we put up our prayers and we really believe that the Most High is going to give us the things that we want, that we desire, you know, that we need, because the Most High also knows that we need certain things that we might not even be asking for. He's still going to give them us because He knows that, hey, this man, he needs this and this and this, you know. So hey, Rawchaa, you know, this lesson was edifying. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of great Millstone who teach and rule well, and shalom to the sincere Archeums, brings truth and sincerity. Shalom.